We've already seen an example of how if you can win the start and really stuff the opposition, you can really hurt them. That was a good example in that last race with Emirates Team New Zealand against NYYC Britannia. American Magic with a 2-0 record. Just the 1 win, 1 loss for Rossa Prada Pirelli in this Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta.
Really nice entry there, right on time. American Magic coming in from port. Little touchdown there. That's going to wash off a bit of pace. That was a little error there on their behalf.
Tight to get across here.
Okay, turn it up here. 2, 1, 4 down.
Swing and reverse. One time on the wall.
Hey, stay on 2 on 4.
Stay on 2 boards is fine for me at the moment.
Okay, turning here in 2, 1, turning.
It's quite high compared to us, so no problem. Not rate of jump at the moment.
Okay,
green is 25, green is 40.
There's not much space on this right-hand side, Glenn. You're going to keep manoeuvring, keep turning.
Looking more like
Right into the boundary there, Rossa Prada Pirelli using all of the runway there to milk that boundary. They will be now forcing the decision onto American Magic as to whether to tack or jibe here to try and gain control.
Do they turn up on
guys?
American Magic choosing to tack. Just get a bit of distance between them and the opposition.
Okay, 16. Very slow.
He's on boat there. There's a good chance they're going to be able to kill that.
Yeah, copy. I think we can get a push here if you want, if you come all the way down on 2.
Yeah. Coming down here. 13 boat.
And keep coming.
Tom Slingsby going for the attack.
Okay,
9 boat. Okay, here, almost reached. Okay, turning up here. Line.
Hey, he's up.
Copy. Good line. Happy to go
I
over
will,
top
I
if
will.
you can.
Yeah, American Magic there, having to sail high and slow. Rossa doing a great job of controlling there.
Probably going to be a dip start here, guys. Might try to keep us off.
Fantastic job, Rossa Prada Pirelli gaining control there.
Gonna have to come all the way down.
Racing.
Good start by Rossa Prada Pirelli on American Magic.
Dip start there on American Magic, so having to dip and actually get behind the line. You are allowed to cross the windward end of the start line, but you have to get behind the line.
Race 7, Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta underway, and the Italians have the early advantage.
But hopefully we will see that again. But beautiful job by Jimmy Spittle. Pushed them over and they couldn't make it onto the start line.
Brilliant job of forcing them out of the starting area. That is classic Rossa match racing 101 right there, and American Magic just getting themselves a little slow and a little locked, and really nice job there by Rossa Prada Pirelli. I'm sure they would have practiced that one before with Philippe Presti and the coaching staff. I'm sure they've seen that movie plenty of times before. A replay here. Beautiful job. American Magic there having to not only clear the mark but also clear the transom of Rossa Prada Pirelli there. Restart effectively, and that is a massive deficit to try and make up.
Terry Hutchinson, the top man there in the middle, not happy.
No, that's not a happy Terry Hutchinson, which is understandable. It's a tough one there for the guys.
Don't have to be a body language expert for that one.
No.
I mean, a blatant error by American Magic to get over that ley line. So vulnerable there. Were you surprised by that, Glenn?
Well, I think Rossa did a great job of actually staying up high, and I think initially American Magic didn't think they were going to lay.
We'll start clicking right now. Yeah, bye. Anytime.
1.
So it's advantage Rossa Prada Pirelli on the first upwind leg of race 7, and the silver bullet doing the job.
27. Flat in is good. Start edging right here, Jimmy.
Jimmy Spittle's 8th consecutive America's Cup. I think he's played that move a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done his apprenticeship, old Jimmy, and it's all bread and butter for those guys in the pre-start, that's for sure.
Just for a second. And maybe we hit him on the next one. Okay. Little lefty now. Happy to take him.
2, 1.
Nice path here, guys. Really good pressure.
Missing 6 here.
Yeah, coming.
Okay, upwind is angle. 1 and then left at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with that, Jimmy.
Start coming
Good
up
strong
here.
look at the Luna Rossa
You just got a line.
power group, and
Normal ley line, I think.
one
You're good
young
on
man
angle.
in there,
No lower than that.
Luca Kerwin, and the 14 jersey,
Puff on
his
into
father,
it.
John
Uno,
Kerwin,
puff on.
legendary All Black, also wore the 14 as well. I
One
know his mum and his dad and the family are coming up to watch him take part in the America's Cup. So a big moment for a family, and there's so many stories that they talk about the men up the front, but we can't forget about the engines, the human engines powering these 7-ton flying monsters.
Yeah, John Kerwin, pretty handy on the barbecue. From experience, I've had a lovely barbecue at John's house a few years ago, and it's fantastic to see Luca here now, you know, coming into the America's Cup fray. Who would have thought quite a few years ago?
Looks like it's tightened up a little bit here coming up to the top mark, but it will be Rossa Prada Pirelli who will round the top mark for the first time ahead of American Magic.
All clear.
They swing Rossa Prada Pirelli around and head for the downwind leg for the first time.
Nice one.
Nice, boys.
American Magic not too far behind here as they come in. They're not really out of touch. I think they started a pretty nice beat, all things considered, after that start.
So American Magic may have had a weak gain on the upwind leg, so all is not lost. And they'll head down now and put the foot to the floor.
Just going to have a look at the ghost boat here of some of the options that both teams have going forward, showing a really nice lane there for Rossa Prada Pirelli. They're going to get quite a wind down the course there, so if that plays out, that'll be a big advantage to them by the time they get to the bottom of the course.
Yeah, we get a lovely view there from the Winfield of why they're so keen on that right-hand side of the course, the top of the screen as we're looking at it now. I mean, green means more wind, remember blue less, and it's particularly at the bottom of the track, it looks so good.
Let's go onto the water and our green boat, the Chase Zero, the hydrogen chase boat. Pete? Okay, just a few little issues there, but that's okay. As we said, a magnificent vista of why we're in Barcelona. Look at that for a backdrop of the city of Barcelona and a race course in front of it. Magnificent.
46 knots of boat speed there, Rossa Prada Pirelli. 6 knots faster at the moment, sailing into that pressure that we identified coming into the bottom of the course, Shirley. You can really see the speed building there.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the axis to 195 and new length 1.85 nautical miles.
Well, if you're wondering why they're changing the course so much, it's because they can. They are autonomous. There's no anchor or line or any of that old school stuff. They just move it with a few buttons. It's brilliant.
Yeah, GPS controlled electric marks, pretty handy for the race committee. You don't have to worry about pulling the anchor up and down like you used to have to do, that's for sure. Quite handy.
You go around Barcelona, it's quite a sustainable city. Lots of bikes, fantastic bike lanes, electric buses, and so much going on in the green area here in Barcelona. It doesn't get any better than watching green boats run around too, like AC-75s with the power of Mother Nature. And Mother Nature's playing her game, and so are these boats. 45.5 knots, downwind on the second leg for Rossa Prada Pirelli.
think it's good for one border.
Get standby on function, boys.
Rossa Prada Pirelli approaching the bottom mark for the first time to complete leg number 2 of 6 in race 7 of the Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta. This team has already displayed yesterday in their last race of the day yesterday against Orient Express Racing that when they get going, they are a very, very good team, followed through by American Magic. They are hanging in there in Patriot.
Stand back. Put down here in 3, 2, 1. Put down. Cam out a bit early, everybody. There's a righty there, unfortunately. But he's come back.
See how fast these boats are going upwind as Rossa Prada Pirelli ripping across the water there on starboard. Beautiful conditions today, nice flat water, easily sailed boat, so it's really about just getting off the start line and doing the simple things well today, Shirley.
Have a bit of this side, we'll just keep taking it.
You've got to be impressed, haven't you, by Rossa Prada Pirelli?
Really
Great execution at the start and haven't put a foot wrong. And also just kind of listen to them. There's just there's a lovely sort of confidence. You know, there's no emotion. And I know that they have raced together a lot, obviously, in New Zealand as well. But you have to be impressed with that.
Little press here.
Very, very smooth. And smooth is fast in a lot of high-performance sports, and certainly sailing an AC75, being smooth is definitely fast, and both these teams doing a nice job. And very impressive sailing for sure.
Hey, 192.
The distance not really growing between the two teams. I mean, American Magic is not slow.
I've got American Magic sailing really quite nicely, to be honest. They obviously paid a huge penalty at the start line there, but they're sort of staying in touch with Rossa Prada Pirelli. Rossa, they're obviously just a loose cover on American Magic there, not affecting the air of American Magic there because they are just too far to windward there, but they're just keeping a loose cover, making sure that they go the same way as them at the top of the course.
I think from here on, I think we can just wait for this pump and
Look at the wind field there. It's got Rossa there sailing into lighter breeze initially, so American Magic, quite a lot faster through the water here. So I've got them a little gain at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how the top end of the course plays out here with what's coming down.
Little pressure coming. A bit of transition. A flat heel here, nice. Very nice pressure here.
Rossa on a slightly smaller jib as well than American Magic, so opting for a slightly less draggy package. So possibly American Magic being slightly more in the right phase there with the sail plan.
I've seen so far. If anything, I will tack a little earlier this time, okay? Compared to
5 seconds.
Should be able to get split here at the top.
Rolling up a little high.
Get pressure in front. 200 breeze. Okay, we got 15 seconds this way, 15 seconds out there before a left turn.
Linking Red Bull Racing about to complete the halfway point of race number 7 here in Barcelona. This is the preliminary regatta. Remember, on the 29th of August, it becomes more than real as we go into the Challenger Selection Series. 2 round-robin races featuring the defender as well, Emirates Team New Zealand.
Nice.
One team will be gone potentially in 2 weeks. American Magic taking the right-hand mark, as you said. It's the left-hand mark on the screen.
All the way down there. Nice.
82 km/h. Bear away there, top speed. You can hear the guys pushing the pumps hard. You can hear the drivetrain really straining there to get that traveller and jib and all the settings back to where they need to be for the downwind. So big push there from the cyclors.
Lots of criticism about their cyclor system, recovering bikes, facing backwards, not so efficient. But at least today, they seem to be able to do everything that they need to do. They've made it work.
10 seconds.
Let's go on to the chase boat for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. Philippe Presti joins us now. Hey, Philippe, happy days at the moment, but a solid race too by your opponents.
Yeah, so far so good. And yeah, we had a great start. I mean, it's a magic to have two legends like Keiko and Jimmy just running the pre-start, and they did an awesome job. And then we're holding. Seems very tricky on the water, very shifty. But I hope it's gonna last until the end.
Hi, Philippe, it's Glenn here. You would have seen that movie quite a few times before, mate. It's quite impressive to see. I'm sure that's something that you've done a lot of practice on in pre-start situations, seeing what was unfolding there.
Yeah, we did a lot. We are doing a lot of practice simulator, as you know. But when it comes to the real game, you know, you need the talent of these guys to pull it off. So yeah, hats off.
Nice, mate.
Thanks for your time, Philippe.
You're welcome.
We are on the right, he's on the left. I think we got one and in from here. Even if he drives. I think the ley line was good for the downwind.
Downwind on the 4th leg, and that gap hasn't changed too much, upwind or downwind. So the Americans are hanging in there. They're just waiting for something.
No, they certainly are hanging in there. They're doing a really nice job there of staying in touch. Obviously, you know, that dirty air, as we spoke about before, coming off Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli or the leading boat, you know, you have to crisscross that at times. But the American Magic guys doing a really nice job of just sailing good pressure and good shifts. So they're doing a great job.
Direction, just drive with us, but
sometimes we've got to remind ourselves these boats are going to be tinkered with more and more and more as they get closer to the real deal, and those margins will just come in closer and closer as Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli hits the bottom mark to complete leg number 4 and head upwind on the penultimate leg, leg number 5 in race 7 of the Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta off the coast of Barcelona.
Push both.
Okay, we have the speed, no problem.
The American Magic just passing close by, saying we are still here. Do not forget about us.
Angle.
Hey, 35 this way.
Looking for height here, just keep that trap coming up. Yeah.
Fantastic paint job and fared hull there. You can see the shimmer of how smooth that hull is. Fantastic job there by the shore crew, keeping these boats absolutely pristine and in race condition. It's super impressive to see how well the detailing is on these boats.
It's just like Formula One. They polish everything. They polish everything to the T, right down even at practice. It's spotless. You could eat off these boats.
He's made a gain there.
American Magic really had to try something. They had to go for the split at the bottom. But we can see the bottom part of that track has always been right-hand favoured. And
it's done well.
Lost a little bit there.
Attacks on us.
I think we have air to have below.
I think we just get it out of him.
Hey, stand by. 2, 1. And turn it.
I love that shot there. You can see the screen beside Paul Goodison, and that is foil on the other side. Is that right?
It is, absolutely.
Looks like
and
better pressure this side to me now.
a bit like a reversing camera. You just want that out the front, not out the back, but certainly handy to know whether the board's up or down from that side of the yacht when you're steering. So because you cannot see through the sails, they are basically a brick wall that you're looking at. So cameras are certainly handy across the board.
What else will they have there in that cockpit?
There'll be a lot of screens and a lot of buttons, and we can certainly go into that at a future time. But it is absolutely a flight control centre and a steering control centre. So I think for the average punter, they'd be absolutely shocked at how many functions are inside that cockpit.
On to the chase boat for American Magic, Tom Burnham. Hey Tom, start. Do we talk about that?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't what we were planning on, but trying to gain back from where we started and gave them a bit of a jump. But guys are doing a good job keeping the game close enough. But hopefully we'll get a chance here on the last run.
Yeah, Tom, I mean, the boats seem glued together. You know, how pleased are you with the relative pace?
Yeah, it's definitely good to see that the guys are the boat's sailing pretty well here and everything. And obviously just need to make sure we come off with at least an even start and be able to be in the game. So made it hard on ourselves in that one.
Hey, Coach, do you have a heart rate monitor on Terry?
No, I don't have a heart rate monitor on Terry, but he's for sure a bit wound up right now, so it's all good.
All right, mate. Thanks for your time, as always.
Thanks, guys.
So I think we go back here. I might just go to the next one in 10 seconds.
It's 198 breeze at the moment, so a little right. Let's make a good left in.
Yeah, just gonna pressing a little here. Okay, stember. Or down in 3, 2, 1, down. Turning.
Squadron.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, shortening the length to 1.8 nautical miles.
Time.
How much up?
A little press. Hey, we've got 20 seconds.
So on board, Rossa Prada Pirelli and the helming team as they, for the last time round the top mark, they haven't really been able to shake American Magic, but they are in a fairly strong position as they head down on the final leg number 6 of race 7 of this Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta here in Barcelona.
Point of flattening.
Yeah, great pressure here. All the way. Look at that one.
Jimmy Spittle pretty comfortable. Great communications coming off board. Great pressure, he says, all the way on the downwind leg as American Magic go around that top mark and head home. Their perfect record will be tarnished with this one. They'll go to a 2-1 record.
Jives.
Okay, good jive out here. Okay, stand by. Put down in 3, 2, 1. Put down.
Just having a look here, surely if there is any options for the Americans to get back into this game. You can see the options on the table there, and possibly a little gain if they had have carried on there, but they're just trying to throw everything they can at the Italians to try and force a mistake from them, but they're just sailing the boat too well.
The ghost boat, of course, is calculated with actual time wind from the wind field data, but also with the polars from an AC-75. So it's pretty accurate, but it does have all the information.
That's right, and it doesn't take into account the tactical considerations of what the teams are trying to do. You know, they don't have to take the perfect course in a match race. It's just about staying in front of the other boat, and they only need to win by a boat length, not 100 lengths. So tactical considerations definitely come into play.
Yep. Pressure on the left. Again, the ley line was good with the reference, so
I think got a left puff here. Here it comes.
8 seconds.
Just having a look at some of the buttons. the flight controller and the helm there.
Anytime.
Like they're in a fighter cockpit there. It's a clear screen for the flight controller, having a fantastic view of the course area and the water ahead.
Is it true that there's something like 1,000 bits of data that the helm is seeing every second to find the optimum route?
If their eyes are open, there's plenty of data to look at. Sometimes you need to look at that, and other times you just need to look out the window. So it's very much a combination of utilising all that data and that information being presented. It's also about feeling the boat through your body as well. So it's a real combination of a lot of information being processed very, very quickly.
You make an interesting point. Some say when you get in a simulator, it's sort of real, you get all that practice, but it's not like you get it in the real thing. The real deal right now is Rossa Prada Pirelli. They will take their second win of the Louis Vuitton Preliminary Regatta here in Barcelona, and they do it in style. And there'll be lots of smiles on that boat and on the shore team as well.
Stay on two boards.
That's what it means. Little low fives, the whole 9 yards. Coach Philippe Presti in the middle of your screen right now.
Down here in 3, 2,
And American Magic, one final jibe to the bottom, and they will cross, and their perfect record is gone. 2 wins, 1 loss, but still well in the hunt for this preliminary regatta, with 1 race to go today between Orient Express Racing and Emirates Team New Zealand.
Good effort.
Tom Slingsby says it all. Bad luck, lads. They know where it all went wrong. Rossa Prada Pirelli with a 42nd win in 23 minutes and 22 seconds on the 3 laps of the course.
Yeah, this moment at the start really set the whole race up in Italy's favour here. You know, in a match race, the ideal start is to really give your opposition a bad start. And that's exactly what they did there, just putting American Magic fully on the back foot, coming off the line. And leg 3, not a whole lot American Magic could do there, with not huge amounts of shifts coming through, and Rossa there just sort of staying in touch early with, you know, in between their opponents and the mark.
A nice win for Rossa. Good, solid start from, well, before the start to the finish. Nice work, Italy. But a lot to take away for American Magic. Tricky start, but kept the race tight.
Let's go on board Rossa Prada Pirelli. They make it 2 wins now out of 3 races. And Francesco, that start, that must be so satisfying. Francesco and Stephen here from AC37 commentary. That start, satisfying for the team and yourself and Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy did a fantastic job, and well, the whole team did a fantastic job. I'm very proud today with how we sailed the boat, and yeah, we are super, super happy.
Starting to get a real feel of that when you're fighting real now against opposition?
Yeah, I mean, the Americans, we know that are a tough team to beat, and that was an important point today. I'm super happy with how we managed the race, not just the pre-start, the whole race, and the boat was going fast today, so we're happy.
Grazie, mate. Let's move on to American Magic. Tom Slingsby, we saw the reaction of the chase boat with that start. Kicking yourself a bit?
Yeah, no, that's on me. That's my mistake. I thought we were not going to be able to get held out above the boat end, and we turned up under the boat lay, but yeah, they did a great job of holding high and slow and forced us up there, so hats off to them. Great job by our team to stay in it, but yeah, we've got work to do, and yeah, we're not afraid of that, so we've got to keep chipping away.
All right, mate, we'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, guys. Might try to keep us off.
Well, this was the key moment at the start, and it set the whole race up for Italy. Held the American Magic over the start line, forcing American Magic to do this big dive down in order to start. Difficult moment for the American team, heads down there.
Rossa Prada Pirelli is here to make your mark on the world stage. In modern America's Cup history, they're the perennial bridesmaid. Over the course of 40 years, they've won the right to compete for the old mic 3 times, but sailing's most elusive piece of silverware has always slipped. Their pursuit for America's Cup glory starts again now.